Morning.
We'll start right off with questions.
Jaylen, Nick, welcome. Tell us a little bit about what the last couple of days have been like for you guys, just getting here, getting to Brooklyn, and meeting folks here.
I'll go first. The last couple of days, I just been kind of just soaking everything in. I was able to take a tour. I saw the Statue of Liberty with my family here, and I just been, going around, seeing different food places here in Brooklyn, just kind of getting acclimated to everything.
For me, I flew in last night. I got here about 9. Woke up, got here early, got a nice breakfast, got to meet the coaching staff. Saw the view. I saw the Statue of Liberty too, but from the from the gym. So it's been really nice for me so far.
Jaylen, Nick was here on Thursday. Where were you on draft night, and what was that experience like for you?
I was at my house. I watched it with my parents and my little sister. It was a crazy experience. Just hearing your name get called, it's a once in a lifetime thing. So for me, it was something I'll never forget.
This is for both players. I take it both of you guys worked out already. You had worked out with the Nets prior to the draft. Did you guys have any kind of idea that might be likely that you'd end up here? And if you didn't have any kind of idea, how surprised were you, and what were your reactions, I guess, when you saw the pick or got called and got told about the pick?
Yeah, I worked out here a few weeks ago, and the workout went well. And I was able to meet the staff, meet everybody here. So it was a good experience. It was my first time in New York when I came here a few weeks ago. So I didn't know. Of course, you have no idea where you'll get drafted. But when I heard my name called Thursday night, I was just extremely happy and blessed just to hear my name called, and I was just excited.
Yeah, I worked out here a couple weeks ago too. It was a great experience. Before the workout, they had a lot of their players out here working out. So I got to see how hard they work and the kind of culture they had. So I had no idea where I was going. So to get my name called, I was really excited to be a part of that culture.
Hey, Jaylen, Michael Scotto from The Athletic. Welcome to Brooklyn. I'm curious, you had met Joe Tsai back when you were playing for UCLA in college. Just curious what you remember from that encounter and how it kind of came full circle now that you're playing for him here in Brooklyn.
Yeah, we met him in China for a UCLA trip. So he was talking to us, and then he mentioned he lived in La Jolla, and his kids watch basketball in San Diego, and they were fans of me. So it was really cool to get to know him. At the time, I wasn't really aware how big of a deal he was, so, just doing research with some of our other coaches and finding out, how much he means was crazy. So for it to come full circle, it means a lot. I can't wait to meet him again.
Nick, this is a question with regard to a little bit of history. 3 years ago, you were in a FIBA tournament, and you wound up playing Jared Allen. What was your experience playing Jared Allen for the Virgin Islands?
Honestly, 3 years ago we played against the USA team, so I don't remember much, honestly, of exactly about playing him in that particular game. But I'm a big time basketball fan, and I've been watching the Nets, and I've been watching him, so I pretty much know his game. But I think he does a great job just protecting the rim, finishing around the basket, and it's extremely long. And I think that me and him on the same court, we'd be able to be extremely disruptive, especially on the defensive end.
Hey, Sean. Obviously, you've talked about taking the next step next season, and you made the playoffs last year. How do you envision two rookies like this contributing? Is it right away? Do you think it's going to take time, like time in the G League? I mean, what's the path you envision for these guys?
Sure. Thanks, Stephen. I guess first of all, I'd like to welcome the Claxton family, to the Nets family here. So Charles, Nicole, and Carmen, welcome. It's been a pleasure to get to know you over the last couple of days, and along with these two gentlemen here. So, as far as their development, I think that's something we pride ourselves on. It's from Kenny, the assistant coaches, from the performance team, all the way through here. I'd hate to pigeonhole one of these guys into, hey, this is going to be his path. I think we would run into some problems with that in the past if we'd said he's going to play in the G League, or he's going to do this, or he's going to do that, and when all of a sudden, we get a guy like, for instance, take Rhodey last year, We go, well, you know what? He rose to the occasion and so forth. So I never want to limit any of the guys we have in here. I think they've, through us scouting them, seeing them live, watching them on tape, getting to meet them, interview both these guys, these young gentlemen, I think they fit with what we're trying to do here, what we're trying to build here. So, again, I think the opportunity will be here for them to succeed.
Sean, when you made the trade that brought in the 56 pick, that wasn't an area of the draft that you guys were originally in. Was Jaylen part of a group of guys you liked there, or was he just really a main guy you thought would be available in that spot?
I think as the draft transpires, there's always people that you think, well, we didn't expect that or we didn't see this. Especially when you get after, the high picks there. So it's always about trying to capitalize on the moment and finding advantageous opportunities for us. And obviously, we're thrilled to have Jaylen available for us when we're picking there.
Nick, I was at the draft. You were pumped up after the pick right away. I mean, what was going on through your mind when you heard that? And can you just take us through those emotions?
Yeah, like I said, I was here a few weeks ago for my workout, and I really enjoyed it. It was one of the workouts that really stuck out to me. Just the staff, and even all the way down to the personnel here. It was different. It was a different feel. Just the city, and I just have a good feeling. Like I always say, I feel like God, He has a way of just making everything right. So when I heard my name called, the 31st pick, I was just blessed, and I was happy, right away. And I'm really emotional, so you were able to just see it on my face. So I was just happy, man. I'm still happy, and I'm ready to get to work.
Sean, I know you say you don't like to, quote, pigeonhole guys into a particular, I guess, ceiling level or what have you. In the case of Claxton, what do you see him as a 4 or a 5, or is that yet to be determined? You don't know.
Yeah, I
Exactly
think
where
that's
it'll be,
I think that's yet to be determined. I think something about Nick's game is it's well documented, the growth spurt that he had, and the fact that he was really a point guard and handled the ball at a young age. So he has those skills that come up through, and he hasn't lost that ball handling ability. So when you've got a guy that I have to look up to that can handle the ball like a point guard, that's intriguing. And again, that's a case of you get him on the court with Kenny and the coaching staff, and you see where they feel his fit may be best suited.
Fellas, what goals do the both of you have going into your rookie seasons, and how do you both individually feel you can impact this team whenever you get on the court?
I think for me, my biggest goal is just to, make the most out of the opportunity, come to work, do what I have to do, listen, soak in information, just get better day by day.
Yeah, I want to just, contribute to the team in any positive way that I possibly can. Whatever that role is, whatever the coaching staff wants me to do, I'm going to do that to the best of my ability. And just, like I said, just impact the team in a positive way. And just coming in to work every single day with that positive mindset, high energy, and doing whatever I'm asked.
So in the playoffs, we saw how Philly was a lot stronger and got physical with you guys. Is getting a big, strong guy an emphasis for you this summer? And I guess, Nick, how do you feel comfortable-wise going up against guys like Joel Embiid now?
I mean, I have a lot of heart. I always play with a chip on my shoulder. Whoever I'm going against, I'm giving my all, whether it's Joel Embiid, anybody I'm playing against. So, like I said, I'm just contributing in any positive way, and, only time will tell, and we'll see.
Yeah, I think adding size is certainly something we'll look at, as the summer transpires. But you never know what happens in the future. So.
Sean, we're expecting we're going to see these two guys in summer league, and if so, how much are you guys looking forward to playing that and having that experience?
Yeah, both guys will be participating in summer league with us. So again, another great opportunity. They'll be, staying in Brooklyn from here on until summer league, until the team heads out to Vegas. So they'll be here getting acclimated with the coaching staff and so forth. But then, off to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get out there. I'm even more excited to be out here in Brooklyn for the next couple of weeks. get to know everyone better. You just get to work. It's a dream come true, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, being able to play in summer league is definitely gonna be a dope experience. I've been watching the summer league since I was yay high, so it'll be fun to be able to go out there and compete playing in the summer league and just being in Vegas and this week getting acclimated with everything, starting to put my work in, and it'll be fun.
Guys, if you had a chance at all to watch Brooklyn while you guys were playing in college last year, I'm curious what you took away from the team and if any certain players maybe stuck out to you at all.
I mean, for me, it was I watched him a lot because I like D'Angelo Russell, how he comes off the pick and roll. The team is really centered off pick and roll, getting downhill. They put up a lot of threes. Jared Allen's protecting the rim, rim running. So I think it's a lot of modern NBA basketball, making decisions off the pick and roll and just, playing, getting up and down. So I really like that. I think that fits my game.
Yeah, I like one thing that really stuck out to me, just being a basketball fan, is just watching the bench and how excited the players on the bench get for the guys that are out there on the court, and it's definitely more of like a college feel when it comes to that, and that's really cool because like my freshman year in college, I was one of the guys that were on the bench, just being excited for the players out there on the court. So that's really good to have, especially in like an NBA organization. You really don't see that much. And as far as like players, of course, D'Angelo Russell and Jared Allen, I think that he really shocked a lot of people playing as well as he did earlier on, like in his first year. So I just continuing to watch, and like I said, I'm just happy to be here now.
Sean, question for you. Both of these guys had academic honors in college. How important was that in the general character that you saw when you met with them in making these selections?
Yeah, a great question. I mean, I think it translates. I think it translates to, you got to give credit to not only them, but the families and the way they were raised and brought up. So, I think we like adding depth and worldly character to our group here. And, we've got a diverse group as is, and now we'll be learning from these guys. We'll be taking away something from these guys too, which is terrific. Everybody has an opportunity, but certainly when we're looking at IQ and basketball IQ, I think there is definitely some translation there.
This is for Nick. I'm just curious. I mean, obviously you went through your growth spurt earlier, but there's a two-part. From your freshman year to your sophomore year, that huge jump that you made, what was the biggest, factor in you being able to take that quantum leap as a player in 1 year?
Yeah, the main thing, to be honest with you, was the coaching change. Coach Crean came in there in that spring, and he just changed up everything, the whole system. He changed from his press conference. He was like, Nick is a guy that we're looking to have here at Georgia, and he had a vision for me. He told me the ways that he would use me, so that was really the biggest thing. And we just worked extremely hard in the summer, in the preseason, and everything worked itself out. So I have to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff and just Coach Crean coming in and really just changing my life, really.
And not to get too much into like combine and measurements and so forth, but what are you weighing in at now? And is adding bulk and strength and size, is that one of your biggest priorities going forward, or what kind of conversations have you had with the staff about that?
Yeah, I think I'm around 215, 216 right now, and I've put on a lot of weight since coming into school. In my freshman year, I think I was 193, so I've put on some healthy weight, and that's something that I know that's an area where I really, really have to focus on. But I love the weight room, so that won't be a problem, and I know that's an area I need to improve on. So I'm ready.